Hi, everyone. This is Carrie Biedner with Ashwood Fertility Care Center, and I'm so excited to launch our new book club starting today, right now. It's September 20th, and it doesn't matter what time you jump into the book club. We're just super excited that you're here with us. So we're going to be reading through this book here, The Happy Girl's Guide to Being Whole, What You Never Knew About Your Natural Body. And this book is written by Teresa Kenny, who has become a good friend of mine. And I'm super excited to read what she has to say because I've been so inspired by her as a holistic women's health nurse practitioner, as a NAPRO technology medical consultant, the things that she's spoken into my life through the Hormone Genius podcast, as well as so many of my clients that we teach here at Ashwood Fertility Care Center. So if you have come into contact with Teresa, you know that this book is going to be dynamic. So I'm super excited to read through it with you. And I'm reading it as we go. So I'll be doing a weekly video for each chapter. We're going to start out here with the introduction and chapter 1 today. I'll give a little bit of my feedback, and then I want you to go over into the community and go ahead and give your feedback. I'll put a couple of questions for discussion, but I would love just to hear what your raw thoughts are on this. Then we are really excited to, on November 10th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we will have Teresa Kenny with us live for a Q&A, and that's going to be a wonderful time. All right, so let's dig in. Did you read the introduction by Leah Jacobson? Leah is amazing. She is the founder of the Guiding Star Project. And I met Leah in 2016 as I became really inspired by what she was doing with the Guiding Star Project. I even opened up Guiding Star Orange City, which is now under another name. But it's really exciting to know that we have these amazing health centers popping up all over the United States that are embracing women's natural functions. Okay, so teaching them about their fertility and natural fertility awareness, teaching them about childbirth and pregnancy and how what a wonderful function that is of our bodies of gestation. Then also in the postpartum time and breastfeeding, and then the family life resources as well, making sure that these women have places to go that are going to embrace their children as well as their own health while they are there. So that's really where these women come from. And Teresa Kenny is on the board of the Guiding Star Project as well. And I'm also on staff at the Guiding Star Project through the Cycle Show, teaching young women. So that's where I come at this book from. And I'm really glad that Leah did the introduction. And I'd love to know your feedback on that. What did you think about what she had to share in the introduction comments? She has known Teresa for some time, and they definitely have the same viewpoint completely. But it's, really amazing to have someone at the caliber of Leah Jacobson being able to be the introduction for this book. And then into chapter 1, Teresa Kenny takes us into this idea of new feminism, even in her introduction. And what did you think? Did you ever hear of new feminism before, or holistic feminism? Leah Jacobson also wrote the book Holistic Feminism. And after we finish this book club, maybe we'll do that one next. Let me know in the comments if that's what you'd like to do. Holistic Feminism is a wonderful overview of the history of feminism and all the different waves and what they did to our culture today, for the good and the bad, right? But in the new feminism, we're celebrating our women's bodies. So it says our bodies are speaking to us. They are telling us deep spiritual truths about the lives we are meant to live. Every young woman deserves guidance and knowledge to learn to speak her body's language so she can be whole. This is the foundational knowledge in the guideposts of becoming healthy and happy and whole. So what do you think about this idea of becoming whole? So thinking more about not just our physical health, but more so our mental and spiritual and emotional health as well as our physical health. And that's something that I've learned a lot from Leah and many other leaders in this movement of wholeness. But truly that is our goal, to be whole people, not just really physically healthy or just spiritually healthy or emotionally healthy, but as a whole person. And that's really what we can contribute to the world, right? And that really goes into chapter 1 as far as our identity and purpose. I think that's what most of us in our lifetime are doing, or just trying to figure out, who are we and what is my purpose on this earth? And as we are figuring that out, we need to also be contributing to this earth and contributing to the communities that we are part of. So as she goes through a couple of different main points, our life plan, what were your thoughts on your life plan? And was there anything new that came up in what she had to share there? And then she also, I love that, has these different deep dives and pointing you towards the different episodes in the Hormone Genius podcast. And I'll go ahead and link those here below also, so you can jump into those more easily. The Hormone Genius podcast is a wealth of information, so it's really great to be jumping in there. You're really going to learn Teresa's heart even more. So learning about who is the real me and thinking about your body, your mind, and your spirit all together. I love that Leah jumped in again in that area. But this is the part that hit me the most in chapter 1. It's this continuous partial attention, refers to the attention that is always on, anywhere, anytime, out of a desire not to miss out, or the FOMO, right? The fear of missing out. I was born in 1980, and in the 80s and 90s, we didn't have social media. So there was a difference as far as how we were trying to relate to other people. And there is definitely a bigger challenge with social media. And I really appreciated what Teresa had to share here on those accounts, but also realizing that there are, of course, a lot of positives towards social media as well. Being able to use things like we are doing right now, being able to read through books in this way and all of that. But something I did realize that in the 90s and 2000s, a lot of books were just given to young people to just read on their own in isolation, and really should have been discussed and vetted out like we do in arts class, in language arts class in school. And so that's really what I want to do in this book. I don't want you just to read it and go, oh, that's just nice, and those are some nice facts, but let's really dive into communication. Go into the community tab and go ahead and share with us what you're thinking about chapter 1 and the introduction. I can't wait to see what you have to share there. And as we read chapter 2, next week, I'll come back to you with another video and maybe even share some of the comments that were shared in the community. Okay, can't wait for you all to get connected in this way and see what we have to learn new about being whole with our Happy Girls Guide. All right, I'll see you next week. Thanks.